What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Box Office Banter. We are back with episode 58. We are down one man. Tyler is not here, but of course we have Josh, moi, and of course Rodney over here, and we are jumping into the news episode.
Army of the Dead, again, is in the news. And they're releasing it in theaters May 14th before it hits Netflix.
May 14th.
So, and
God, are you fucking
That's the
serious?
same day as
Spiral, and that fucking
And the other-
Angelina gets caught in a wildfire.
Oh,
which
shit,
which
that
one are we
is.
going
Yeah,
to see?
so-
What are we gonna do?
I'm going to see
We're gonna have
three.
to split up.
We might have to. Ooh, it's 3 movies, 3 people.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck Tyler.
will be back by then.
There'll
Well, I
be
don't
a-
think you'll be
there's-
there, will you?
Actually, yeah, you're right. I got a military.
Oh,
So
shit.
Josh won't be here next week.
Fuck, I forgot.
So yeah, you're like, fuck. Damn, I'm the odd man out.
So then me, you, and Tyler will go see
Damn it.
each one differently.
That sounds like an awesome idea, actually. But it also, I'm gonna be like pissed off the whole time. 'cause
already
I
know
wanna
you
which
get
see
the
one.
that-
shitty movie.
Which one are you going to pick?
See, I don't know. I feel like I should probably see Spiral as like the horror guy, but I'm not gonna say. Well, I mean, fucking Army of the Dead. Yeah, but Spiral is more like flat out horror, I guess. Army of the Dead's a little action horror-ish. So I feel like Spiral would fit me the best. Army of the Dead would fit like Tyler the best.
Oh,
I think.
I'm those who wish me dead all day long.
Yeah, and
So-
I'm.
It
I'm
worked
not,
out perfectly.
Yeah, I know, but fit me the best might not be what I want to see the most because I think I want to see your movie the most. I might want to see I don't know, dude.
But
they all
see,
have their different appeal.
It is a dilemma because all 3 I want to see in theaters. I'm going
Exactly.
to see all 3 in theaters, but that Army of the Dead, though, for us to be able to get a movie theater experience, it's a Zack Snyder film.
Jesus.
Dude, I'm in there.
This is a fucking dilemma. We just realized like
Mid-episode.
mid-set type
Well,
shit.
here's the catch: the Army of the Dead is only playing in Cinemark theaters. It's not playing at AMC, so that's Preston, the
That
Cinemark
changes
out there.
things.
Yeah, so that's Army of the Dead, and you can already get the tickets.
Do we know how long all 3 movies are?
Let me
because
tell
if
you
they're like
something.
at the same length.
They dropped the runtime for Army of the Dead, and it's a whopping 2 hours and 27 minutes long.
Why?
Because it's Zack Snyder, and he can do that.
my
Netflix gave
God.
him free reign. Of course, he's going to make it 2.5 hours. long.
Now,
half
see, this
hours.
does make it problematic, though, because, well, I was even thinking, I was like, well, if me and Tyler see it, you'll be farther away at the Preston Theater from my place. So the drive over will extend the time. And I was like, wait a minute, that's making it worse. Why am I thinking like this? Because if it was the shorter movie, you'd see it and you'd catch up
Well,
to us, maybe.
let's see. So, if
But Spiral's not going to be that long.
Arm-
Neither is.
Spiral probably no. I don't
and a
know.
half.
Spiral might be a good 2-hour movie.
Yeah,
it
but
might
2.5
be.
though.
No,
and
it
I bet
won't
it's
be
gonna
no
be
2.5,
like if it. I don't
no.
even think it'll be 2 hour. I bet Spiral is gonna be like hour and 40, hour
yeah.
and 50. So it's gonna be like a full, almost 40-minute difference. And you're traveling from a farther place if we decide to see it at Stony Brook, which I guess.
Spiral is an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's a
what I was
whole
saying.
hour
Yeah.
longer, dude.
That's a
How are we gonna do this?
Well, you just get an hour later start time.
Yeah, it's. I literally like as you were about to say that, I was like, I guess we could maybe.
Those Who Wish Me
swing
Dead is an hour and 40 minutes.
That's perfect. And Zack Snyder again just had to ruin everything.
No.
I'm just like,
I'm
it's
down.
just Whedon. It's
So-
just Whedon. Start losing your shit.
Dude, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to see Spiral too, but if I had to choose out of the
Spiral,
3,
Spiral.
Those Who Wish Me Dead is way more of my alley. So that's way
I don't know, Tyler.
Tyler Sheridan.
Then again,
he's-
this changes it for Tyler too, because I feel like it would be more fitting for him. But he might be like, it's 2.5 hours, dude. Gotta see something else. I can see Tyler being
I'll
that
go
guy
see the
like
2.5 hour
the
movie.
run.
I don't-
Yeah, me too. God, dude. Maybe we need to just put names in a fucking hat,
and
dude.
draw them.
Yeah, it's
Shit.
not a bad idea. Regardless, I see it for free.
Or just have Josh pick. He gets to like torture us until he gets to see each movie. What's fucked up is I'm literally content with any of the 3, but whatever movie that's
You'll
picked
be
for me, I'm gonna
disappointed?
be like,
Yeah.
God, because all I'm gonna think about is how I can't see the other 2.
Yeah, I think all 3 are going to be really solid movies. Honestly, I think out of the 3, of course, I feel like Those Who Wish Me Dead is going to be the better movie, but Honestly, I'm a huge Zack Snyder fan, but I feel like Spiral, like the way the trailers look, I
Looks
feel like it's
good.
going to be better
It
than
looks
Army of the
good.
It's
Dead.
promising.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen trailers wise on what Chris Rock has done.
Yeah, I
So-
do. I kind of like this idea though. We each see a movie.
I wanted to show you that. Removed it.
He's up there deleting trailers and deleted the wrong one.
No, it wasn't a trailer. It was something to do with Mortal Kombat.
Okay, we'll just
We'll talk about it later.
yeah, whatever.
So,
We have to squeeze Mortal Kombat in every podcast. Apparently, I have a 3-second snippet from a fan-made trailer. It's just like finding shit. Anyways,
we got 2 trailers. So not that many. We'll start with
Thanks for that, Rodney.
thanks for clearing that up.
yeah, 2's not a lot.
What we got?
All right. Well, the first one's gonna be Plan
Depends
B.
on what you're talking about. Like if you're like, hey, you have 2 tumors, like that might sound like a lot.
Yeah, but
We're
then
talking.
there's 3.
Oh shit, that's a twist. We're talking trailers though. 2, not a lot. Let's dive in.
All right. So the first one's gonna be. It's called Plan B. It does have to do with the Plan B pill. And it's
Really?
2 teenage girls. It's kind of like what's that? Oh, the movie recently, Booksmart, that Olivia Wilde directed. A fantastic movie. It looks like it's going to be in that kind of vein, and it looks hilarious, I believe. So, this is the trailer for Plan B.
Saturday Night Live, chicka. Oh, I've seen this trailer actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
Jay Chandra Kurashki, however you say his name.
It's a girl from Vice Principals.
I still need to watch that.
Like a really small chance.
So
That looks
I
funny.
believe
That looks great. Hang on, let me just preference that. We do not own the rights to this film at all. Just critique for listeners. Okay, continue.
That's all this is. This is going to be like your typical super bad, book smart, yada yada, where something goes wrong every step of the way of getting it. Which surprisingly, those are still doing decent.
Yeah.
Now I still haven't seen Good Boys, so I don't know.
Oh, I haven't
that
either.
Seth Rogen.
I still
one?
haven't.
Hear me out here. Me neither. I somehow. Yeah,
Well,
I
let's
can't believe
review
all
it.
None of us
three
have
of
seen
us-
that?
I know it's shocking, ain't it?
That is surprising.
I had it for one of my movie hauls.
Did you?
And we all talked that we haven't seen it. And apparently,
Something
none of
weird.
us have watched it.
I wanted to
since
see it really bad, but then when it came out, like there was like 2 other movies maybe that came out at the same time, and
Well,
I had to like
Booksmart came out around the same.
I had to
time.
like pass on one, so like I left it, and then it kind of just got lost in the shuffle, and I never got
Do you
around
have
to
it?
watching it. No, I don't have it.
I don't have it on my Vudu.
That's what I'm saying. I never got around to buying it.
I don't even know where it's at.
Yeah, and I totally lied about seeing that trailer before. For some reason, I watched Blockers recently. It's a funny ass fucking movie. And the two daughters in the movie, they had some. I mean, there was like a similar joke where he's like, "These people are horse fucking." They're talking about we tried reverse cow. Like that's how like they were talking in the movie. And for some reason, that tapped in. I was like, I think I did watch this trailer once, but I think I was getting it confused with watching Blockers because their two daughters, very similar to how they were acting in that trailer. I thought it looked great though. Had some funny jokes.
I was
it
pretty
did look
surprised.
funny.
So
And we don't get many good comedies anymore. So
Tyler's missing it.
I'm all yeah.
The next trailer.
I'll
Oh
see
well,
it.
fuck them. Let me hit it real quick.
So the next trailer, of course, is the highly anticipated A Quiet Place 2, Part 2. Comes out very soon. Like, I think this month.
I'm
At the
excited.
end, I'm pretty sure. I have not watched this yet.
I don't
So
think
this
any of
is
us
fresh
have.
for me.
I
Now,
haven't
or
seen
is
it.
this the trailer we saw already? In
No,
theaters?
No, because that was the same trailer as we've seen before.
Yeah, I know. But was that the second trailer? Maybe we got a sneak peek. We might have seen this before. I don't know for
We
sure.
literally just left the movie, so it might, we'll know. We'll definitely
No,
know.
it was the
I
same.
thought it was a different one because Tyler said Tyler watched it.
Yeah.
And he said something about it.
Okay, we'll
So I
see.
don't. Okay. Yeah. Let's
I'm
see.
not- I'm
So,
not
yeah,
sure,
So
yeah.
then we're all fresh on this. As
I'm
of right now,
hoping
we're thinking we
That
haven't
was
seen
that
this.
was the plan because we're all big fans.
I cannot wait.
Except for Tyler, he's not a numbers plan.
He
He's
hates
big.
A Quiet Place.
Yeah, all four of us are. So we wanted this to be special.
Completely different.
It's the same trailer, dog.
Is that him? Is that, oh shit. Interesting. Hmm. Wow.
Oh my goodness, she didn't close the door in time.
Yeah. So,
The fucking first
Does it got
one
a-
was
what's the
built
date?
for theaters.
oh, it didn't give us a date.
Yeah. It was,
I'll have to look it up. So here's my question for you guys: do you think Krasinski's character is going to be flashbacks throughout the movie, or do you think it's going to be the opening of this movie is how this all kind of happened?
based off that trailer, it made me think it was just like the beginning of the movie. But I don't know.
I feel like it's going to be
Flashes,
throughout-
I can
yeah.
definitely see that.
I feel like that's what
I
do
think
you
it
think?
could.
I mean, who's,
Maybe they
it
won't.
could be either
as-
way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
like,
love it
there's
either
no-
way. If
At first, I thought it was gonna be like frequent flashbacks, but now I think it probably be the beginning, opening scene, and then maybe there's like one or two quick little flashbacks. I don't think the flashbacks after seeing that trailer will be as prevalent, but we'll get a longer opening, so it'll be like both, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, dude, looks fucking amazing.
And I love Cillian Murphy too.
Oh,
He's such a fantastic actor.
Yeah, I fucking don't hate part two. I haven't seen it yet. But part two of trailers, I feel like they always give me a little more than I need. Like I didn't really like knowing there's like some type of bomb or something like I didn't need that. Like I would have rather experienced that like in the movie. That's like the golden rule. If you guys do not know, if you don't want any spoilers, you don't want anything, you watch the first trailer and you never watch the
Call it
second
a
trailer,
quits.
because the unwritten rule is you get the first trailer and the second trailer might not be flat out spoilers, although there are some trailers that do go that far, but they give you little bitty details here and there.
That's why teasers are great.
Yeah, but the first trailer, honestly, I saw that first trailer. It was fucking, oh shit, this is about to go down. I didn't need this, but of course, curiosity once again
Kill the cat.
So
killed this cat.
It's only an hour and a half long.
Part 2?
Yeah, which is it's
how
okay
long
because
the
the first
first
one
one
was
was,
an hour
right?
and a half, and that movie was
Great.
amazing. And May 28th, so not this next weekend, not the Spiral weekend, but the next weekend.
Dude, we can't keep up with all these movies.
Oh, it's going to be busy for a while.
How
3
is that
weeks.
already this close?
Because everything got dropped from 2020 to 2021. It is a
gonna
stacked
be-
year
yeah.
right now.
Every
We knew
weekend
this was
we're
gonna
gonna-
happen.
Oh, no. I think I said that in like the third
We're gonna have, like,
episode. I
3
was
big
like,
movies
it's
every
terrible right
weekend.
now, but imagine next year if all those plus the new crops rolling in.
Well, we're getting all the big blockbusters that moved from last year to this year, but
Might be the best
2022 is going to be
movie year
stacked.
ever, dude.
It's going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot of movies to see this year.
Yeah, I'm guessing you ain't got that Mortal Kombat shit on standby.
Oh, where did it go?
Check your delete.
Was it important?
Dude, it was so cool looking. I didn't even watch it because I was going to wait and watch it with you.
Well,
You
how
don't
do
even know what
if
it
it's cool
was?
looking?
You just saw the thumbnail?
How do you
No, the description.
Oh,
I
you
was
read
like,
the
oh,
description.
shit.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, it's like, how'd you even know it was cool looking? Then?
How long was
Oh,
it?
it's
Just
if
like a
it's in
minute
your
or something?
history, that means you watched it, motherfucker.
No, I mean it's not in your. Hold on.
Check for those
You're the
workout
person
videos.
who's been watching those workout videos. There it
There's
is.
no workout videos.
That'd be some funny shit.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
It's a MK11 classic movie characters meet NRS originals.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You did
but
see
I
that?
didn't actually see the video. But I like what you saw. Like I was like, ooh, that's intriguing, and I never clicked on it like a jackass.
Yeah, what a dummy.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that something you click on or not?
No, you can't click on these. This is YouTube. You're not allowed to click on.
Okay,
Yeah, these are just for show.
beautiful.
Oh yeah, another piece of news. It's not really movies.
You saw
per
that
se,
girl's
but,
face, and you just
Marvel versus DC game a Marvel fighting game might be happening with NetherRealm Studios.
Mm,
Ed Boon and all them.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
What's on your work relief playlist, dude?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
It's
When you're having a tough day. It's
This
the
is-
trailers?
No. This is for work. This is whenever I get aggravated. This is kind of. I'll have a list for. I'll have a work
It's like
relief
you just-
list.
It's like
for-
you said it's the first time you watched that. You watched that
No,
literally
that's-
today at work.
No, this is different. This is somebody talking about.
Got you.
the trailer.
Cool.
And then I got a work album, which is music,
Oh, the
and
game.
then working, which
Saw
is
that
High School
Gambino.
Musical album.
Did you see the accusations on him,
Who?
on Gambino, that he
Oh.
stole This Is America?
From who?
I didn't read it because
No,
felt like
I
it
haven't
was.
seen that.
Yeah, they're saying that he stole that song from somebody. I didn't read it, but
Leave what?
The Mortal Kombat.
Are you gonna play it?
Yeah.
how long was the video?
It's like
4 minutes.
4
minutes.
Oh shit. Nah, it looks like somebody did watch a little bit of it.
No, I didn't watch it, but it was probably just playing. I like that costume.
The voice.
They're trying to make him sound like Christopher Lambert.
I actually
Sounds
like
cool.
it. I think it sounds
I
good.
don't like it at all.
What are we watching?
So this is Johnny Cage from the movie.
Well, yeah, I know that, but
I don't know why.
they're just talking.
No, well, yeah, they're just showing you comparisons, like Mortal Kombat 11 Johnny Cage,
Oh,
movie Johnny Cage.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like Lyndon Ashby.
And they'll get hurt. Sonya looks just like the movie.
mm
Oh yeah,
It looks like her too.
still fine as fuck.
That's what I've been asking. So Gambino's getting sued.
Really?
Sued.
For copyright infringement. He's not even fucking safe.
What the fuck?
I never saw him do that in the movie. Just saying.
Sued by a rapper. Who's
A
suing?
rapper?
I think this is going to be unlockable on MK11.
These are outfits.
Yeah, like you can play with those versions on MK11.
You got to beat the towers and shit like that.
Well, where the fuck was Robin Shaw?
He was probably next.
Well, fuck. Go on, pull it back up. No, just like, you ain't got to do all that.
I won't.
But, yeah, dude, I bet Robin looks fucking sick, dude, now. Gotta be. Yeah, or they just were like, no.
They just did Raiden, Sonya, and Johnny.
Well, why would you do that?
It's
wow.
freaking retarded.
Can you believe this, MK fans? Jesus Christ. All right.
Okay.
Where are you going?
We got to talk about a movie here, right?
Yeah, the main point of this episode, we're not even two.
All right.
We ready to
back,
jump
guys.
in?
We're going to talk about some Wrath of Man because we just got back from the IMAX. And something I was kind of talking about with Rodney. Josh was taking
Shit.
maybe. It was a long piss.
I pissed, and then I realized I left my wallet and keys in the theater.
That did happen.
So I ran back
That's
in there.
why you shit yourself. No, dude. But in the meantime, me and Rodney were talking. It's like it's kind of hard to do a spoiler-free version of Wrath of Man. I mean, there's no like heavy spoilers, but like each little turn. Now, some of it is in the trailer too. How I just explained, trailer 2 will give plot points, but there's like each step of the way is stuff you might not necessarily want to know. So we might do some like light spoilers, and they're really light. There's not like, oh, this person died type of shit. So know who you are going into this. This is like a trailer 2 type of non-spoiler review before we go to the spoiler review, if that makes sense. So up to you from here. Wrath of Man, though, guys. Did you all enjoy it? How did y'all feel about Wrath of Man?
I think it was a good watch.
It's host. We talked about this. It's a hard one to rate.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. Overall, I did enjoy it. There were definitely things I didn't like about it.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm sure we'll get to in the spoiler portion.
But overall, I thought it was a fun movie.
Fun.
Yeah, I like it. It's Guy Ritchie, first of all. I'm a fan of him.
Facts.
Regardless. But this was not your typical Guy Ritchie film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, although there was a little more, like I think that was a little more heavy-handed though. Like you told me that, where it's like this is nothing like Guy Ritchie. I thought there was a little bit of like his flavor. Like it wasn't a typical Guy Ritchie film.
No, yeah.
But I was kind of led to believe it's nothing like at all. Like that's kind of what I was thinking.
It does have,
it had a little bit of that flavor in it, and there was definitely some jokiness in there sprinkled throughout like the whole movie. It just wasn't as like heavy-handed, I guess. It was more. Well, even then, dude, he does it so effortlessly where it doesn't feel heavy-handed. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah.
It's just the quick cut-ins and cut-outs and then the fast-paced story. This is not the fast-paced story at all.
Yeah, more breaking your balls type of comedy.
The violence was great.
Yeah. I might save that.
I know I enjoyed a few of the scenes you see in the trailers of the when he first like takes the bag and he throws it and then shoots guy.
Yeah.
That scene is awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And the action was pretty good.
Yeah, and there's stuff too that you don't see in the trailer where they might use like a certain cuss word or something that was used to greater effect in a few scenes. Like they might throw an extra fuck on there for flavor or something like that. Like there's a couple times where people say a certain word differently than they did in the trailer. I guess if you didn't see the Red Band, which I don't remember seeing the Red Band
we watched
trailer.
it for the podcast.
No, I don't think it was Red Band.
That was completely Red Band. It was a whole point.
Okay, we're gonna fucking look back on that because either way, I'm telling you, the dialogue was different. Like there was a cuss word that was in there that wasn't.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was trailer 2 and I just forgot about trailer 1. Either way, there was a few things like that.
I think I know what part you're talking about.
Yeah,
too.
there's a couple.
But yeah, I mean, overall, it's not an awful movie by any means, but it's not great. I don't think.
So
I don't think it's great.
Was it last episode we were talking? This might be Jason Statham's best movie.
Yeah.
Did you think Like, where would you rank it in terms of his movies?
This could be still for me, I think. Legit.
It's definitely up there, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree with Josh more. I have to go through and kind of look through his resume.
You got to think about it. I probably like Transporter more than the average person.
Transporter's awesome.
Because that's, like, I remember seeing the trailer for Transporter in, like, a Jet Li movie in middle school. And, like, there was just this bald-headed white guy coming up to, like, through the peephole. And he broke down the door, and I was like, what is this? And I remember renting it and being like, this is the next guy. And I never quite liked anything he did as much as Transporter after that. But, I mean, this is up there. If you're talking, like, leading roles, you got to include him in, of course, we're looking at now, like, Fast and the Furious movies. He jumped on Expendables, but, like, as the main, cash grab.
Killer Elite wasn't as bad as they're saying.
No, it's definitely not. But it's still not as good as it should be.
Crank is his. I think Crank is probably his.
See, I'm not too huge on Crank.
Dude, it's so hectic.
Like, I've got off the drug for the most part. Nah, Crank is.
I see a lot of Rotten Tomatoes over there.
Yeah, his career.
What's his highest rated movie?
Rotten
Tomatoes wise.
95 right there.
95 for Spy.
Crazy.
Spy was funny.
Yeah,
he was funny as shit in that.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a bunch of movies that are just kind of your typical action movies that are fun, TV dinner type movies that, you can have a good time with them, but they're not, that, like, main course type of film that has a little more to it. And that's what kind of excited me about this, him teaming back up with Guy Ritchie, because a lot of his, like, earlier films, they had a little more to them, and you could tell this one wasn't your just, I'm doing The Mechanic again, or I'm doing, like, I'm going to do Homefront, like, just a random one-off movie. Not that those movies are bad, but they're more like, hey, guy in a movie, I'm going to whoop ass. This one felt like it had that, but there was that little extra ingredient. You could feel that from the trailers, and, of course, Guy Ritchie being who he is, you knew it was going to have that extra ingredient. So I was a little more hyped for it. It didn't completely sway me in the best movie direction, but it still might be right there. Like, the more I'm letting it marinate, I really, really do like it. But this movie was juggling me back and forth. There was moments I was like, dude, I could give this like a 9. Is this going to be like my first 9 of the year? Is this my favorite movie of the year? It's got this potential, and I was just off this movie's nuts for a long time. But by the end of it, there was just, I don't know. I won't say if it's the end exactly that did it to me, but there was just, it's still a good movie, maybe even a great one. We'll reveal that when we give our scores after the spoiler review, but I can at least say definitely worth going to see.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely on that notion. Do y'all want to dive into
let's get some spoilers.
The spoilers.
Spoiler review time.
And I got to tell you, we kind of ducked around a lot of those spoilers pretty well. That were light spoilers.
We're experts here, man.
Yeah, I know. So the light spoilers I feel like we're going to have to talk about. I don't know if y'all want to dive into this. It's kind of like the scene jumping. Because how the story flows along. If you didn't see trailer 2, I don't believe in trailer 1, you know that this has to do with his son. And that's something I liked about the movie, is how it doesn't just kick it off in the beginning like, oh, and then now he's a madman. You kind of got to figure that out as you're going. If you didn't see trailer 2, which again, wish I did, because I'd rather been surprised by that, that's kind of cool how they built that up. And not only you as a viewer, you're kind of figuring out who he is and why he's doing what he's doing. The people around him are figuring that out, because he's not playing his full deck of cards here. He's playing shit off, and they have no idea what they have on this team. What is it called? What is their little company called? Ferrico, some shit like that.
The one he was working for with the money trucks?
Yeah, the people that worked there for whatever the fuck that's called, they had no idea what they were getting into.
Yeah. Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah.
I knew, well, let's talk about Josh Hartnett real quick. I thought this was going to be his resurgence. I thought this was going to be amazing for him. I did not enjoy
He didn't have a lot of screen time.
No, he didn't have a lot of screen time at all.
You. I mean, don't think he's not in the movie. It's kind of how the movie played out, but he's not in it as much as you might.
If it weren't for the scene switchings, he'd have a lot more screen time.
Yeah, and that's where it plays into what I kind of thought we were going to talk about in the non-spoilers is, like, everybody gets a chunk. And I think the more I've thought about it, that's this movie's like
strongest
yeah,
feature.
it's its strongest feature, but it's also its weakest feature. It's like it's like a double-edged sword, and I'll get to that in a little bit. I don't know if y'all kind of feel the same way, but maybe I can tip you off to some points. So maybe you were like, I didn't realize that's why I didn't like it. We'll see, but that's something I didn't like about it. But I'll talk about that more later on in the end. I don't know if you have anything.
Yeah,
to
I
add
mean
about this stuff.
because I was telling you I didn't really like how they jumped around, and it's not them jumping around. The time frames became confusing almost.
Yeah,
because
Really?
they went forward like 5 months or 3 months. Then it said 5 months previous, and then they went 3 weeks forward, and then 4 months forward. And it's like, well, how far forward are we from the original story right now? And that just became confusing. Also, I don't know if you realize, like midway through the movie, they started doing like chapters. Those words would come up, and I just felt like that was kind of
they
out
did
of place.
that from the beginning.
Yeah.
The very first one had a chapter. It was oh shit, what was it called?
I must have missed
I
that.
forget.
Yeah, it's all they had one for each
Okay.
one.
So you saw
that
the beginning
made-
chapter, and you're the one
See, I
that
didn't
missed the
see-
beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
Funny how that worked. Yeah, I was in the hallway eating popcorn. I saw it, guys. I promise you. No, I mean, I don't remember each chapter. The chapter shit didn't bother me.
What makes more see it bother me because I didn't see the first one. I thought they just started that an hour in the movie, and I was like, they're starting chapters now.
I
Like,
feel like y'all both said something about the time frame. It did jump around a little bit.
it was confusing in
but
the
I
way
don't,
that they
I don't
did
feel
that.
like it was going. It ever went forward, back, forward, back.
That's exactly how it went.
No, because it went. What happened was it didn't go in one. I mean, it did, but it didn't. It wasn't like forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. It was.
It just did it like 3 times.
It did. It had the normal time.
present day
Yeah, it had present day,
Then
and
it
then
went
it went.
to the past.
Forward,
Yeah, it went forward.
Forward
yeah,
3
it went
months.
Forward 3 months.
back 5 months, and then it went forward like 3 weeks, and
Yeah.
then forward like
5 more months.
5 months.
So if you're like, I mean, if you're doing the math, like you knew that you were back on track because it added up to put you back at where they were to where it jumped you forward the 5 months that it did initially. What I mean is it wasn't confusing in the standpoint. It's like, oh, we're in the future now, we're in the past now. It literally was like, here we're going forward. Then it's like, all right, now let's take you back, and then it worked its way back up.
And I mean, like I see, like it was just confusing. I understand why they did it, and like I like how the story played out and why they went forward and back. Because like I like seeing the side of like the bad guys. Like you saw that ring of guys, and you kind of got to know their circle, and they had to go back to kind of show how that started, and I enjoyed that. But just the
I can see
overall
it.
going back and forth was a little confusing. Not that that matters
yeah.
much to the overall
No.
story, but it's just something that I guess
Yeah.
annoyed me.
It's just preference. It didn't bother me, but I just wanted, like, if you're somebody that is somebody that doesn't mind hearing spoilers, don't think it's like we're in the future, we're in the past, we're in the future, we're in the past, we're in the future, we're in the past, and you're like, where are we at in this movie? There is,
That's how
like,
it felt to me.
there is a direct line in a way. Like it goes forward, then it goes all the way back, and then it catches you back up again. So it's not like boom, 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 boom. It's like then we're there. It's like one zigzag. Forward, and then you're like, well, how'd this happen? Well, let's rewind, and then it catches back up. But it's not as straightforward, or like, let's go back to this one scene and then come back to reality. But yeah, I mean, I could see how it would have that impact on somebody. There's certain movies that probably even do that to me, but I just wanted like people to think it wasn't. I don't want us to come across as we were explaining like it was like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom.
this
boom.
isn't a Nolan
You know,
film by any means.
no, it's not like
you'll be
pinballing.
able to understand this.
Yeah, but if you're not paying attention, not saying you weren't, but I'm saying if you weren't, like say if maybe you didn't see this movie in the theater and you're picking up your phone, you have, in a movie
The
that
ability
you
to
might,
get lost.
Yeah,
Is
like
that-
in a movie that you think is just like a flat out action movie, you might be in for a different kind of movie because you got to keep up with the timeline, 100%. But yeah, that was kind of what I was touching on kind of spoiler, non-spoiler, because they really do touch on like each grouping, and then we get to know the bad guys very well, and I didn't think necessarily that was going to happen because it kicks us off. We're like, who is Jason Statham? What happened? And then it goes forward, and you're wondering what's going on. Then it goes back, and you see Jason Statham with like his kid, and you're like, what's going on here? And then you see it goes forward a little more, and you see Jason Statham with his grouping of guys, and you see why he looked at those one guys that try to break into their armored truck to get the money, and they went away. And then it comes back full circle. Now that whole fucking thing, that's where the movie, I think it's really good, but it also kind of loses me, because I think there is something to that. At the very end, there was so much time in between that we didn't see Josh Hartnett's character or Bullett's character, whereas all that shit in between was so good because we got to know every layer of where, not just who the people are today, like Jason Statham. We got to see him in each layer of who he was. We got to see who the bad guys are. They got a whole fucking section. I necessarily didn't think we were going to get that. And that elevated the movie. But the problem with it is, by the end of the movie, there was nothing for a long hour period of time with those original characters that we were kind of getting to know and love. And I think that's, in the end, what was kind of the movie's undoing. As good as it was, it also was its undoing, because for me personally, I didn't care about everybody and everything that was going on as much as I wanted to, because it was always focused on one core group. So we were always losing a little bit of motion from the last core group. We were bouncing around. There's never that like quick bounce back to here, quick bounce back to here. It's, we abandoned this whole story.
You didn't see Jason Statham
hour.
for 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah,
of
there
the
was
movie.
a time. Like, he might pop in for like a second, but like, it's mainly, we're going this direction now. And that works as like a stepping stone, but it made it feel kind of disjointed, that there never was that camaraderie amongst everybody. So by the end of the movie, where they do all come together, it just didn't punch the way I wanted it to, because I was losing a little bit of emotion for each guy along the way coming into these new characters. That's, at least I think that's where it lost me a little bit.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I can. I feel like he was trying to do too much with what he had. And
Who?
I don't. Guy Ritchie, the director.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't.
Jason Statham.
I don't understand like what.
I don't know how he fixes
why
that, though,
he did
either.
this movie like this though. I mean, I get everybody wants to reach out of their comfort zone every once in a while, but
man.
Ritchie's known, like Guy Ritchie is known for his like style of movie, and he did this, which is different.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said, there are Guy Ritchie,
Elements, for sure.
in the movie, yes. But it's like, for the most part, I wouldn't say I was bored with the movie, but there was definitely, it was very predictable for me. Like
Yeah.
I told,
Well,
like
the
we
bad
talked
guy,
about
yeah.
after, I knew it was
Who
him,
the
the
snake
inside
was.
man, the whole time.
Which they tried to throw you towards, what's his name?
Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, they tried to make it.
But it was, they saying it was Bullet, and then the whole, I knew the sergeant was gonna die because they focused way heavy on the sergeant. Out of all the villains, they focused like really hard, and they had his family in the movie, nobody else's. And it was his birthday, so I'm like, okay, they're gonna kill the Sarge. Like that's gonna happen.
I leaned
And
over and told you that. He's just like, because the kid's like, you coming to my? He's like, where do you gotta go? He's like, I'm working at the grocery or something. He said something like that. I guess where they were taking the money at the time. He's like, oh, cool. He's like, you gonna come see me later on? He's like, wouldn't miss it for the world. And I was like, he's dead. Like I leaned over to Rodney and said that shit.
But
You
yeah,
not remember that scene?
I don't remember those words at all. Where was I for half of this movie?
No, because he was at the house. It was right before they were doing the big
birthday?
Yeah, the birthday. It might not have been the birthday. It was what? Was that the last time before they did the final
Heist or whatever.
Black Friday, whatever the fuck they were
at the
doing?
depot.
Yeah, before they're like, he's like, how are we gonna get all these at once? He's like, let me explain that to you.
Yeah, I think that's where they were talking about.
Last time he saw his kids, like he's like, will you come see me later? And before he tells them goodbye, he's
And
like,
they walked
yeah,
out the
I wouldn't
door?
miss it for the
Oh,
world.
he's talking. Okay, no, you're talking about his son was like,
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna.
song.
I have soccer game today. Are you
Yeah.
gonna come? And he's like, yeah, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, it was right before they all walked out the door, and then he just stood there.
And then he picked up his phone and called. I remember that scene,
Yeah.
but I don't remember him
I
saying
literally
that to
leaned
his
over
kid.
to Rodney and was like, he's dead. Like that's just it
I
was.
didn't hear that at all.
Yeah, that was just, it's clear as day. Like when you see that, you're like, he's done. And Eastwood in this one, Clint's son, I didn't. It could have been
like
played
him.
by a better
Yes.
character, but I thought this is one of his better performances he's gave. I mean, definitely better than his performance in Gran Torino.
He has so much potential.
Like, what's up, cuz? Yeah, that's the same dude, if you didn't realize that. Yeah, I don't know. And I wasn't satisfied with his, like, demise. And again, I think it's not everybody just didn't feel connected enough because it was bouncing around too much. I liked how he killed him because he, like, did it in the same way.
His son.
But I don't know if maybe they needed to talk a little longer. I don't know.
I think the build-up for that kill was not satisfying to me. Even though he killed him the same way that he killed his
one
son.
for your spleen,
your
liver, your lungs.
The concept is cool, but I'm just like, okay, so I just spent the last hour and 45 minutes watching this build-up, and you this fucking mad about this situation, and I mean, it's just over and done with like that. Like, I thought we'd get way more than that.
Yeah, I like how he killed him, and I like how he had the flashback on how he knew who he was. Originally, when Jason Statham,
I did like the flashback.
Look how it looked like he was like dead. Not that I didn't like that originally. I'm like, when does Jason Statham come back into this? Well, they're on the run. I'm like, how's this gonna work? Even if he's shot up and he's alive, how's he gonna get back into the action when they left him at that warehouse type place after the big shootout? And he did that same look, like, oh, I got him again, where he shot him and they had the look off when he pulled off. And that, like, damn, he just gets to do this again? But when that came back around and he had the flashback again, I almost did like that happened because that was like making sure he remembered him because he had the flashback of the original and he was like, motherfucker, once again, yes, that is you. I definitely know that's you now. I got to see that not only from the past in my memory bank, it's the same fucking guy. It's the same fucking image. It's like he was shooting glares at him.
It's also one of Hollywood's biggest tropes that really piss me off. They don't double tap anybody ever, and it pisses me off. I'm like, dude, you got him down, just shoot him and kill him, or else he's gonna get up and he's gonna kill you. Yeah, like, it's just simple as that.
Yeah, good stuff.
Hey, that kill though, that with Bullet, that shit was epic. I will give that. That's probably my favorite scene in the whole movie. Where
Eastwood turns on him and he knows Bullet's about to turn
because he pulls his gun and he's about to shoot Eastwood, but then he turns around and Eastwood's like, huh, too slow, and then just blows his brains out. Oh my God, that was awesome. I loved it.
That was great. And I mean, I think that's about it on my end. I was going to say real quick, since I did bring it up in the non-spoilers, what I was talking about that we didn't get in the trailer that I remember was one thing when Bullet says he's a dark spirit.
He's a dark fucking spirit.
Yeah, in the movie it was like he's a dark fucking spirit, and I was like, okay, we'll add that on. At least in the last trailer,
it was in the Red Band trailer too.
Maybe it was. And then when he shot Post Malone, when he was like, "Suck my dick," he's like, "What did you say?" In the trailer, I remember he just shoots him. But then he says, "Suck your own dick," and I don't remember that from the trailer.
Well, yeah, that wasn't in the trailer.
Yeah,
and
so
then
Post
Malone was
like
trying to say it, repeat it to him, and then halfway through the trailer cut.
Yeah.
So that's just trailer
those
magic.
were just a couple of things, at least I remember off the top of my head, that I was like, okay, they put a little spin on it. But what do y'all give ratings?
It's the moment of truth right here.
Ratings wise, like I said,
it's so hard to rate.
Fun movie. It is a hard movie to rate. I'm hovering somewhere around a 7.3. Entertaining. Definitely some things they could have done to make it better. But yeah, I'm hovering around a 7.3.
6 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Solid 6.
You know what?
I like it more than I don't.
That shocks me. It's 6. I'm going to give it an 8. I'm doing it. I want to give it lower than an 8, but, I mean, I'm thinking back on it, and I enjoyed the shit out of it. The ending felt a little disjointed, but it's not like I hated the ending, and I enjoyed the fuck out of the ride till then. And Statham might have never been more badass than he was in this movie. He was just amazing to watch in this one.
Yeah, this is probably my lowest rated Guy Ritchie film.
Are you going to say Statham?
Yeah, I was
film?
like, what?
I was like, damn, son.
No.
Well, 6 out of 10, this can't be your favorite.
Well, I like it more than I don't. I just, there was some problems that needed.
But I'm not even going to go there with it. There's a little bracket we did. I don't know if we ever released that. But so if this is your favorite, maybe your favorite Statham film at a 6 out of 10, and Statham kicked a certain action star, 3 action stars out of the bracket, boom, 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 over there, And this could be my favorite 6 out of 10. That tells me how you feel about all their fucking films. So yeah, get the fuck out of here.
No, it's not.
All right, well, guys, I think that wraps it. We don't have Tyler here. This is our first episode where I'll get to say this. We're not on Project Louder anymore. If you didn't see our posts, no negatives, just differences, creative differences at the moment. There could even be a reunion in the future for all the fuck we know. We're doing everything from our box office banner page, and that's on Facebook. You can also check us out still, Box Office Banner Movies. Group is still booming. Join there. Yes, YouTube at Box Office Banner. We have Instagram, official Box Office Banner. And then, of course, follow us on Podbean, Spotify at official Box Office Banner. Fucking just follow, please. All right, guys.
Peace.
Love y'all.